everyone, myself Ekta Kadam. In this video, we are going to explore about the Java Swing from scratch. We will see its structure, components, and then we will see an example and its execution. Swing is an important for building GUI-based applications in Java. Swing is a part of Java Foundation classes that we will call as a JFC, and it is built on the top of Java's older GUI library called Abstract Window Toolkit. We known it as an AWT. So far, we have worked with console-based programs, okay? But today we will move one step ahead and learn how to create Windows-based application using Swing. So first we will move toward what is swing. First we will move toward what is swing. Okay. Actually, Java Swing is an GUI toolkit which is used to create windows, buttons, labels, text field, dialog boxes, and menus. Before Swing, Java used AWT, that is Abstract Window Toolkit, but Swing is more powerful and provides better GUI components, platform independence, lightweight components, and many more customization options. So Swing is built on the top of AWT. So now let's see the structure of an Swing application. So let's see the structure of a Swing application. Every Swing application follows the basic structure. Like first it needs to import the Swing package. This package contains the classes like JFrame, JButton, JLabel, JTextField that we use to build the GUI application. Then we create a class. This class is the then we create a class. This class is the main important part of any Java application. Okay. Every Java application, we can say that it contains at least one class. Then we will create a JFrame. This frame creates the main window of our application. JFrame is a main container in the Swing. Here we are creating JFrame object named as a frame. This contains the main window of our application. The text inside the code, the text inside the code is represented. It's represented as a title of our window. The next is set size. Is used to set the width and the height of our window. Here 400 pixel is the width and 300 pixel is the tall. The next line ensures that when we click on the close button, the program will stop its running completely. Inside the JFrame, we can add the many components like label, buttons, text field. Okay. So now we will see to what it's a component. So the first here I have added here, that is JLabel. JLabel is used to display the text inside the window. JLabel is used to display the text inside the window. Here the text hello welcome to Swing is the message that will appear on the screen. Now next is a set bound function. This method is used to set the position and the size of the label. Set bound takes the four values, or we can say the arguments. The first value indicates the X position, that is distance from the left. The second value indicates Y position, that is distance from the top, and the third value indicates width, and the fourth value indicates the height. So here 80 is the horizontal position, 50 is the vertical position, 250 is the width, and 30 is the height. So finally we use the frame.add label. To add the label to our frame. If we don't add it to our frame, it will not be visible. Okay, so we have to add the label which we have created to our frame, that is JFrame. Now next we'll see toward the button. Okay, J button is used to create a clickable button. J button is used to create a clickable button. Here we are creating a J button object named as a button. Here we are creating J button object that is button. J button is used to create the clickable button on the window. Here the text click me. Here the text click me is the text which will appear on our button. Again, we are using here set bound to set the position of a button and its a size. Then we will add the button to our frame using the frame dot add. Okay, so now the next is our text field. Next is our text field. This J text field is used to create a single line input field where user can type their text, where user can type their text. And here 15 number represents how many characters can be displayed in the field, how many characters can be displayed in the field. Now next is the action listener. Next is a action listener which is used to handle the button click operation, which is used to handle the button click. Here we are adding the functionality. Here we are adding the functionality to our button. Action listener is used to handle the events like button clicks. When button is clicked, the method action performed. The method action performed is automatically executed inside the method. We write the action. We write the action we want to perform, and the text is changed, and the text is changes to the text of the label when the button is clicked. And when the button is clicked, okay, means previously the text was welcome to the swing. Now when you will click the button, your text will get changed to the button clicked. Okay, so now the next step is we have to make our frame visible. We have to make our frame visible. So we have to set visible as a true. We have to set the visible as a true. By default frame is not visible. So this line tells that Java have to display the window. Java have to display the window. Okay, so this was the basic structure of the swing components and the swing JFrame. Now let's see an example. Now let's see an example. Okay, so here we are importing the package. Here we are importing the package. Okay, uh, even though you will not import this AWT package, your program will run absolutely. So after importing the swing package, we have to create a class called login form. We have to create a class called login form. Then we are creating a class. After creation of a class, we are writing the main method. After creation of a class, we are writing the main method, okay, which is important for every Java application. After execution of this program, when after this execution of the program will start. Okay, so now we are creating a JFrame object named frame. This creates the main window of our application. Okay, then we are setting the layout manager. Then we are setting the layout manager which arrange the components from left to right in the flow style. In the flow style. Okay, now next we will create the label. Now next we will create the label. Okay, and the text which will appear on your label is enter your name. Enter your name will appear as a text on your screen. Okay, this creates a text field where user can type the 15 number of characters in the width of your column. Okay, now next is a submit button. We are creating an object of a button, and the text will appear on the button, that is a submit. Okay, now we are creating another label that is a result. We are creating another label that is label that is a result. Okay, initially this result is empty. Initially this result is empty. This line adds the component on the, these lines will add the components on the frame. Okay, if we don't add these components on the frame, it will not be appear on our screen. So here we are adding the action listener. Here we are adding the action listener to our button. So here we are getting the text entered by the user. Here we are getting the text entered by the user. Okay, and storing it inside the variable called name, and storing it inside the variable called name. In this line this line will update the result table. This line will update the result table which was previously null. Now your result table will be updated with the new text which is entered by the user. Okay, and now next is we are making the visible window. We are making the visible window. Okay, so now we will see how to compile this file, and later we will run this file. Okay, so to compile this file I will call java compiler, and the file name is login file dot java. Okay, after successful compilation of the file, I will run this file to get the output. Okay, so if you observe, we are getting here window, we are getting here output window, and now I will enter my name in this text field, and I will click on the submit button. Okay, as I will click on the submit button, because of the action listener, now I'm getting the output. I'm getting the output as a welcome Ekta. Okay, so this is a complete successful execution of our program, and I hope you understood the concept of a swing. Thank you.